Hey guys, it's Courtney with the Kitchen Garden, and I just wanted to check in and show you this greenhouse that I got from Abba Patio through Amazon. They sent it to me a couple of months ago for me to try out, see how I liked it, and this is my official review. So as I mentioned, I've had it for a few months, and it's been fully assembled since we got it. It took about 30 minutes. And I say we, but in all honesty, it was my husband who assembled it. So truth be known, he assembled it, took about 30 minutes with the metal poles. I'll show you in just a second some wire shelving and the plastic covering. Of course, it has the Velcro straps. The door can fully roll up and let in plenty of air. And you also have two of these side vents, which I know from some friends of ours who farm and who start their tomatoes in a greenhouse, how important, like a legit greenhouse, how important those side vents are. So I was really excited that it had those. You'll see in there right now, I just have a lime tree that can withstand some cold temperatures, but not frost. And we've had some frosty nights here lately. So it's been nice to be able to use this greenhouse for that. It's got 6 shelves, which will each fit a large flat, like a seedling flat. And so this is what I'm planning to use for my seedlings when we get started here in the next month. It won't be long. And you'll notice I have it up against the brick house. That way it's the brick tends to hold the heat. You can see the sun is shining on me right now, but this is a west facing wall, so it doesn't get as much sun as a south facing wall, but it still absorbs a good enough amount of heat during the day that that this stays inside. If I leave it closed up, 5 degrees warmer than the exterior temperature. We tested that when we first got it, just to see how warm does it stay. We've never used a greenhouse before because we live in the southeast, and it's just not a really common thing to have down here when you're really only gardening in the summer. So let me show you some of the inside features, and then I'll talk about this little platform that my husband built for it. Okay, so first things first, the plastic on it is very thick. I'm not exactly sure the specific thickness of it, but it's very durable, and I like that it's very clear and not cloudy. Maybe over time it will be, but you'll see the flaps down here. It extends. I like that there's not a lot of gapping at the bottom to let in cold air. And my husband simply took some extra decking that we had and built a really simple platform. It's actually sitting on some bricks because we have it in what is a flower bed, and it's the exact specs of the greenhouse. It couldn't have been any better. You can see that the greenhouse is attached, the plastic is attached to the poles by these Velcro straps, which seem to be doing really well. And you get into the greenhouse by unzipping. Let's see, which is much easier to do with one hand. I'm going to use my foot to hold it down here. There we go. And like I said, you can roll up the door and secure it, and it's easy to open, and I can feel the heat rushing out now because it's sunny here right now. It's wonderful. And the only complaint I have, it's tall enough for me to stand in. I really like that. Actually come inside here. The only complaint I have is that you see the shelf, how it's kind of sitting on top. If these bars aren't fully pushed into these plastic pieces, then they're a little too wide for the wire shelf. And so what happens is that these can, I mean, they're not super secure on there. They can easily fall off. I'm trying to push that in. Which isn't a big deal right now when I don't have anything on it. But if I had a flat of plants on there and it fell, that would be pretty devastating. So it only seems to be affecting this side. The other side fits really well. So the fix for this, and I've read several other reviewers who said the same thing, but a quick fix for this might just be using a zip tie right here, just to secure. If you can't get the poles pushed in enough and they won't stay, that would just be my suggestion. So that's the only thing that I would say is a complaint. the rest of it is all good. I really am enjoying it. And since it was so easy to assemble and put together, then I also assume it's going to be equally as easy to disassemble. So that's it. I definitely would recommend the Abba Patio greenhouse. The ease of disassembling makes me hope that it will be easy to store for the summer. I obviously don't really have a use for a greenhouse in the summer. It is hot enough here as it is without having to have something in a sunny box. So I'll be putting it away for the summertime, and hopefully that'll help it to last longer as well. I imagine that I can get several years of use out of it if I just leave it outside all the time. But I'd like to take it apart and put it away for the summer and bring it back out. And this is a bargain. I think last I checked on Amazon it was $75. And if that can help you start your seeds early for your garden, which saves you money because you don't have to buy plants, it's relaxing. At least I think gardening is relaxing, so it's a bit therapeutic. And the fact that it will last you for years, I think is a good deal. And if you'll use all the space, there's plenty of space in here, even though this is the smaller version. There's a larger one that's basically twice as deep as this one. So take this and add another one to the back. I didn't think that I would need anything that large, so I actually asked for the smaller one, and I'm very pleased. I'm very happy that I did. I don't know that we would have quite the space for the larger greenhouse. So my recommendation is, if you're looking into it, I'd snag this one while you can. 75 bucks, can't beat that. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.